And joining us now are Cheick, Camara and Ermias Tadesse, co-founders of BlackGen Capital, the first minority-owned investment fund at Cornell University. Cheick and Ermias are working to reduce barriers and create opportunities for underrepresented students interested in entering the financial industry after college. And they have just begun their second semester of senior year at Cornell. Cheick and Ermias, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, you guys are obviously still in college, but doing amazing work at Cornell University. First off, just each of you, could you explain how you got into this? What sparked your interest in financial literacy and investment?
Yeah, so I think it really stemmed from our first experiences at Cornell. Cheick and I both came in pre-med. While we really enjoyed the subjects we were learning, we delved into economics and business courses, went to a conference at UPenn, and really met some trailblazers in the finance industry from our community. And so when we came back to Cornell, we wanted to get involved in the finance organizations, investment clubs, because we had a real genuine interest in them. But we quickly realized the lack of diversity that happened within these organizations. I was one of the only Black people within my finance org, and I know Cheick had a similar experience. And so it really cultivated this idea in establishing a space that was welcoming and inviting for members in our community that lacked those resources that these other organizations provided.
And Cheick, yourself? Did you want to chime in?
Very similar experience there. I actually came into Cornell pre-med. I wanted to be a doctor, but that was only because I didn't have the exposure to various different careers in corporate America. And so after arriving at Cornell, I was able to be exposed to different finance organizations on campus and get that exposure to different careers on Wall Street, which piqued my interest. And so similar to Ermias, I joined a financial organization that aimed to equip students with the tools and resources to increase their financial literacy and ultimately land jobs on Wall Street. However, I was the only Black person in that organization, and which was really alarming because a lot of my friends coming from underrepresented backgrounds were very interested in getting access to financial literacy as well as, pursuing careers on Wall Street, just like myself. And so we created BlackGen Capital as a way to break down those barriers and really close the access gap for students who look like me.
And tell us a little bit about narrowing the access gap. You talked about being the only minorities in situations at your university, what are some of the issues that you guys have seen on campus and throughout your life where you've seen kind of this disparity?
Yeah, certainly. So we know that, diversity has been a big topic on Wall Street and corporate America in general. You see statistics like 1% to 2% of deal teams at finance firms are Black, and other very alarming numbers. And so, at Cornell, within the finance landscape, it sort of, resembled a microcosm of the actual industry itself. When you looked at some of the top finance clubs, you would see, a strong lack of diversity within them. And those clubs provide really, really helpful resources to help students get internships and jobs, which lead into really fruitful careers. And so that was one of the main issues that we saw and wanted to, face right on.
Kind of going off of that, another big issue is just the nepotism that prevailed in these types of organizations. A lot of the finance clubs, the leadership teams would reserve certain seats for like their friends and peers that they knew, as opposed to metrics like merit and actual like skill and qualifications for the organizations. And this is resembling in the entire industry on Wall Street. A lot of the times, you have to kind of know somebody who's working in the particular job that you're interested in order to even have a chance to apply. And so BlackGen really aims to kind of, disassemble that sort of dynamic and ensure that students who are exposed to the right careers, equipped with the right skills, are able to have a fair shot at reaching these careers.
And obviously, you two are seniors at Cornell right now. Once you leave, BlackGen Capital will still be at Cornell. What are you hoping the future of this organization will be?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So this is a very exciting topic for us because the initial idea of BlackGen Capital existed just at Cornell, but we quickly expanded to several institutions around the country very fast. And so we're currently at Georgetown University, Columbia University, as well as NYU, UMich, and currently establishing chapters at Princeton, UPenn, and Dartmouth. And so we hope to continue expanding our national expansion efforts. And ultimately, in order to do that, we first need to hire a full-time team. And so this staff is going to be dedicated to the pursuing the mission of BlackGen Capital and ensuring that we can increase our impact to thousands of students around the country, as well as establishing more corporate partnerships. And so we're seeking to increase our partnerships with institutions that want to remain at the forefront of enhancing diversity and inclusion on Wall Street.
Got it. And have you had any successes so far working with these other institutions and expanding your footprint? Are you optimistic of the future?
Yeah, definitely. Now we have 10 corporate sponsors who are actually really engaged with our student body and all of our members. Looking at our statistics, 45% of our students who get hired after college are working with our corporate sponsors. And it shows that those companies that are willing to take the leap and work with us and invest in our students are returning those benefits back to the companies.
And you talk about the students themselves. What has been the reaction from students on your campus seeing this organization built just for them? Have they been receptive? Have they been excited? And I guess, where do you see your membership going from here?
Yeah, they've been really excited. We've actually been able to grow from just 30 members during our launch in 2020 to now over 200 members across our 6 universities. And so interest is still very high, and every semester we recruit a new cohort of talented students. They've also just been really appreciative of the opportunities that they're now getting exposed to and the knowledge that they're now equipped with in order to not only accept these internships on Wall Street, but now succeed and secure the full-time jobs. We've seen over 100% of our seniors actually secure full-time jobs upon graduation. Students are now outpacing the industry average acceptance rates for these very selective internships by over 23 times. And so they're very, very thankful and appreciative of this opportunity. And that ultimately, we hope to continue moving forward.
Awesome. Well, you and Ermias are obviously doing amazing work, and this is just the beginning for the both of you, I'm sure. Can't wait to see what more you guys accomplish. And again, thank you both for taking out the time to talk with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.